हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू पाकिस्तानी रियल रिएक्शन। तो कैसे हैं आप सब? उम्मीद है आप सब बढ़िया होंगे। मेरा नाम है मुदस्सिर।
हाँ मुबशर। सो गाइस, आज की वीडियो काफी ज्यादा कमाल की होने लगी है। वीडियो का जो टाइटल है वो है फॉरेनर शॉक्ड आफ्टर सीइंग सिलिकॉन वैली ऑफ इंडिया बेंगलुरु। मतलब भारत की सिलिकॉन वैली, जिसको बेंगलुरु को मतलब सिलिकॉन वैली भी बोला जाता है,
बिल्कुल।
जहाँ पर आईटी का मैं कहता हूँ सबसे ज्यादा व्यापार बेंगलुरु में होता है, जो दुनिया को भारत करता है। हाँ, आईटी सिटी भी एक तरह से बोल रहे उसको। हाँ, तो फॉरेनर शॉक्ड हो गया है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देखकर, और हम भी फर्स्ट टाइम मतलब करीब से टूर करने लगे हैं बेंगलुरु का। कैसा दिखता है वो वीडियो देखेंगे तब पता लगेगा। ओरिजिनल वीडियो का लिंक मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को डिस्क्रिप्शन में। इनका प्लीज चैनल लाजमी सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा। काउंटडाउन करते हैं 3 2 1 एंड स्टार्ट।
What's it really like to live in Bangalore, India? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you on a journey through the city that I'm so privileged to call home. Hi, my name is Ivana, and I've been living in Bangalore now for 3 years. When I first came to India, I never would have thought that Bangalore would end up being my home, but it is, and I absolutely love it. Our journey today starts at the airport here in Bangalore, because that is something that really makes Bangalore very special for me. It's location. Bangalore is almost in the center of India, which makes it so incredibly well connected. It is very easy to travel to the north of India, but also to the south of India, not just by flight, but also by trains and by buses. And actually, Bangalore is also very well internationally connected. Just a couple of years ago, we got a direct connection with Thailand for the perfect holiday, but actually also with Amsterdam, which is my hometown. I was so happy with that. So when you live in Bangalore, it is super easy, not just to travel all over India, but actually also internationally. This is only the beginning of our journey, and obviously I'm also going to be discussing the challenges that I face living here in Bangalore. So make sure that you stay tuned until the end of this video. Time to hit the road for our Life in Bangalore tour. Driving towards the city from the airport, you'll slowly see the landscape change from a lot of greenery to bigger and bigger buildings. The biggest misconception that people have about Bangalore, however, is that it's a super industrial city with no character or culture. Throughout the video, I'm going to show you the many layers of Bangalore, so we definitely clear that wrong perception anybody might have. The first place where I always take anybody who's new to the city is the neighborhood Indranagar. Get ready for our first night out in Bangalore. Welcome to Indranagar, one of the most famous neighborhoods here in Bangalore, and also one of my personal favorites. When I came to Bangalore, I really didn't know that it was the hipster capital of India. Yes, I dare say that, because here in Bangalore, there is this whole health scene, first of all. If you want to order anything keto, it will always be there, available on Swiggy in multiple options. Eat Fit actually also started in this city. The chai shops, they're super hipster. And then we also have amazing restaurants with a lot of fusion cuisines. For today's little tour of Bangalore, I wanted to take you to one of my favorite hipster restaurants, the Fatty Bao.
Fatty Bao, ये मतलब रेस्टोरेंट है इनका फेवरेट।
The restaurant looks super hipster. They have different kind of cuisines. They have Malaysian, they have Japanese, they have a little bit Korean. The food is absolutely mind-blowing. So if you want to go for a hipster experience in Bangalore, I would definitely recommend the Fatty Bao and hanging out here in the Indranagar. Or if you want a hipster experience in India, then Bangalore is your city. It's the hipster capital of India. Also, what I really like about Bangalore, it is now a Monday evening, about 10 p.m. and still, there are plenty of people in the street. However, if you want to go out, please do keep in mind that usually any parties, clubs, bars, restaurants will be closing around maybe 1 or 2 a.m. That's quite early, especially for Amsterdam standards. I was always used to party until like 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, but that doesn't necessarily happen in Bangalore. Also, another hipster thing, if you love beer, Bangalore is the city in India that has the most microbreweries. So, this city has a lot to offer. I do believe that hipster culture is linked with the innovative spirit and startup culture that Bangalore has. To tell you more about that, let's first go to the most beautiful building in Bangalore, Vedana Soda. And what an innovative spirit we have here in Bangalore. Every single one of my foreigner friends who has visited Bangalore, and even my brother, immediately noticed the vibrant startup culture. So many famous billion-dollar companies have started here in Bangalore. And even though people keep calling Bangalore the Silicon Valley of India, I think by now, Bangalore has
इसमें क्या
actually
होता है? मतलब
surpassed
ये-
that term and proven itself as not the Silicon Valley of India, but the innovative capital of India. For me, as an entrepreneur and somebody who has had her own
Entrepreneur
company
काफी
for the
ज्यादा हैं इस
past
जगह
5 years,
पे।
it was nothing less than thrilling to come to Bangalore and see what all
भाई
the
कितना
startups are
beautiful है
doing
यार।
here.
बहुत
One
प्यारा
such
है।
startup that recently launched is Senicpod Sit and Go. Senicpod is a company
प्यारी
which is
जगह है यार,
completely
बैंगलोर
run
में भी
and
है ना?
managed by
मैं
Senex,
फर्स्ट
the
टाइम देख रहा हूँ
Indian
सिटी
word
को
for
इतने करीब से,
ex-servicemen
ऊपर
or
ड्रोन व्यू
veterans.
तो
And
देखा
I
है
honestly
मैंने।
couldn't be more proud to be a part of this organization. During COVID times, doctors had a really hard time going back and forth between their homes and the hospitals. And Senex, so Indian veterans, actually managed that they were stress-free and safe during these challenging times. Now, Senicpod has also launched Senicpod Sit and Go, which has a 3-step safety protocol. Every single driver of the
सारा
new
अच्छा ड्राइवर
initiative,
वगैरह देखो
Senicpod
भाई।
Sit and Go, is
चेक किया
trained by
हमने।
Indian
बिल्कुल।
ex-servicemen. The cars are all
मास्क
tracked and
को
monitored in the Scenic control
सफाई का
room.
बहुत
And the
ख्याल है यार
drivers
उधर।
actually also wear gloves next to a face mask.
Fa-
But they
हाँ।
also have these beautiful formal uniforms. And of course, there is a
यूनिफॉर्म्स भी हैं
shield
उधर के
in the
ड्राइवर
car
के पास।
to make
बिल्कुल।
sure everything is according to the highest hygiene standards. But this is
Hygiene
only the
standards.
first step of the 3-step safety protocol. Because for the first time in India, there is a completely electric fleet launching, which is available for
electric fleet.
consumers. Every single car in the Senicpod Sit and Go fleet
ये
is
नैनो
fully
electric
electric,
है क्या?
which means
शायद।
that while transferring here in Bangalore, it is also safe
आने
for the
वाली हैं, हाँ
environment.
भाई।
And then the
हो भी
third
सकता है।
step of the 3-step safety protocol is that you don't need an app to use this service.
Oh.
There's a huge part of the Indian population which still doesn't have access to a smartphone or even the internet. So Senex actually wanted
ये
to make
Senex ये
sure
एक
that
company
even
है
these
शायद
people
ये जो
have safe
taxi
transfers.
company।
Now you might be
हाँ भाई।
wondering, how does this work and how can I spot them? Well, these cute little bonbons, as I like to call them, are available all over Bangalore. And when you see the pot light on top of the car, green, it is available for you to just step into the car.
मतलब
Upon
available
departing, the driver will turn the pot from green to blue, which means that it's occupied.
नहीं
So
available। यार
even
ये
if you
बहुत
see
comfort
the
है
bonbon
यार।
passing by and the pod light is blue,
भाई।
then it is not available. But if it is green, you can always just walk in.
भाई,
There's
मास्क
a
system है
there
यार।
which will be tracking your ride and your expenses.
यार, मानना
Senex
पड़ेगा,
obviously
Bangalore
wants
next
you to
level
pay
काम कर
a
रहा है।
fair rate, so it is all according to market standards, and then you will be delivered to your destination in a completely electric car without
Electric
an app.
car।
Honestly, I am
देखो
so
ये green-
honored and beyond excited to be part of such an amazing initiative.
मैंने बेंगलुरु में ये
Starts
चीज
in
देखी है।
Bangalore.
बेंगलोर में
And
मैंने
hopefully
first time
will
भारत
soon
में
be
देखा।
expanding to other Indian cities, and who knows, maybe even international. But don't get
मतलब और भी इंडियन
Below
सिटी
the
में जा रहे
surface
हैं।
of all this hipster and startup culture, Bengaluru has an incredibly rich history and culture in which the native Bangaloreans take great pride. It's easy to miss this being blinded by all the modern comforts and entertainment that Bengaluru has to offer. However, beyond the modern malls, hipster restaurants, and tech parks, it's the cute local markets and of course the local eateries where you can find the true riches of Bengaluru. Therefore, I asked my friend Shruti, who is a true Kannadiga, to help us get a better understanding of
Gandhi
this side
Bazaar.
of Bengaluru.
First of all, namaskara to everybody watching this video. I am Shruti. I'm based out of Bangalore. I'm a travel and a lifestyle content creator. So
ये इनका शायद
welcome
वो है,
to the
page,
south of
page.
Bangalore. And right now we are in the main road of Gandhi Bazaar. And
Gandhi
when
Bazaar.
you hear this, I'm sure what's running in your mind. Yes, of course, we are here for breakfast at the
Breakfast.
very popular Vidyarthi Bhavan. It is
Vidyarthi
almost a
Bhavan.
heritage site, I can say. It's almost 80 years old and it started in 1943. So I'll tell you a lot more about this place once we get inside. So I hope you're excited to see the food, as excited as we are to eat.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So all
breakfast
these
क्या है?
pictures that you see on the wall right here are either celebrities, politicians, or famous poets who've come here and had breakfast, or basically they've had the food here, and it's all been hand sketched. They've all been
What
come here
genre?
just to
What
show the
genre?
legacy of
Restaurant.
this Vidyarthi place.
Vidyarthi Bhavan is very loved and frequented by locals. Some Bangalore families have been coming here for decades for their delicious weekend breakfast. The waiters also have next level
यार इधर
skills
ये
and
बहुत
carry
डोसा
more
है ना?
plates than
डोसा।
I've ever seen anybody carry in my life.
Italian inspired.
Yes, yes, extremely love it. So what
ये
is
लंच
this?
में डोसा हर में खाया जाता है।
Vada with sambar, that is urad dal vada with sambar dip, and this is steaming hot idli with sambar dip.
That looks amazing.
So if you don't want dip, you can ask him to give it separately with chutney and sambar.
The vada and the idli are amazing, but the true gem,
Idli.
according to me, is the dosa. It's a crispy on the outside and
Yeah,
soft
dosa
on the
मैं कभी
inside,
try नहीं
savory
किया।
crepe which is served with the potato masala. Shruti told me
मस्त
that
है।
some people believe the recipe for this has never changed in all this time.
One of the reasons why this place is so popular is because people believe that the taste hasn't changed one bit since 1940s.
The local language Kannada is something that's very
Kannada.
dear to native Bangaloreans. I asked Shruti why this is.
I think the emotional attachment that people have towards Kannada here is people are very proud of their language. People are very proud of all the traditions and cultures that we have here. And one of the reasons why we are we kind of stress on our language and the importance of our language is only because we want to preserve it.
इसी के साथ हुई गाइस ये वीडियो खत्म। तो भाई ये था बेंगलोर। देखा जाए कमाल का यार सिटी है, मतलब मैं देख रहा हूँ फर्स्ट टाइम, लेकिन भाई हैरान और परेशान कर देने वाला एक ब्यूटीफुल किस्म का सिटी है। देखो भाई आपने सफाई के लिए कितने प्रिकॉशंस उधर लिए गए हैं, यहाँ तक कि टैक्सी की सर्विसेज आप चेक करो।
उन्होंने ग्लव्स डाले हुए हैं, उन्होंने मास्क डाला हुआ है और
बाहर
टैक्सी
मतलब
का मैं सच में
इस
पहली
लेवल
दफा
की टैक्सी चल रही है बाहर।
मैंने पहली दफा इस तरह देखा है। अगर आप गाड़ी में गाड़ी फ्री है, मतलब कोई भी नहीं है बंदा, तो वो ग्रीन लाइट होगी, और जब आप बुक कर लोगे उसको लेकर जाओगे वो ब्लू हो जाएगी। ये सिस्टम मैंने पहली दफा
ऑनलाइन ऊपर या तो फिर करीम जो है वो आते हैं, वो लोग बस अपनी सर्विसेज देते हैं इधर, लेकिन उनका भी ये ऊपर नहीं होता कि ये खाली है कि नहीं। वहाँ पर
बहुत चलती है यार,
नैनो
देखा। और
इनकी
एज
यूज
अ टैक्सी
है, एज अ
मेरे ख्याल से
टैक्सी
ये जो कंपनी है जो इनको चला रही है ना, वो ये नैनो कार यूज
और
कर
भाई
रही है
बहुत
ना।
प्यारा यार। देखो जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आप देखो बेंगलुरु
बहुत
का,
अच्छा
उधर
था,
का
बहुत
खाना,
अच्छा था।
हर चीज यार एक तरह से मतलब ये बहुत कमाल था।
बहुत कमाल
फर्स्ट
था,
टाइम
वाकई
मैंने
में।
देखो ड्रोन व्यू तो मैंने देखा है,
हमने देखा है, बिल्डिंग्स भी देखी होती हैं, लेकिन इस तरह नहीं पता होता किस
घूम
तरह
फिर
खाने
के
पीने
अंदर
का।
से देखने का अलग मजा था।
अलग मजा होता है।
इंदिरा नगर देखा, गांधी बाजार देखा, मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम ये सब
फूल
कुछ
वगैरह भी
देखा।
बिक रहे थे, सब कुछ।
हाँ।
मतलब बहुत यार ऐसा लगता है ना, जो बंदे के दिल के करीब नहीं होता, बंदा को खुशी होती है देखने की, वो हो रही है।
सफाई, साफ सफाई है यार, मतलब भारत अपने सिटीज को ट्रांसफॉर्म कर रहा है एक तरह से। लोग भी ना अब काफी ज्यादा खुद पे मतलब कंट्रोल करना सीख गए हैं। पहले क्या होता था, मतलब नहीं होता था, लेकिन अब गवर्नमेंट ने जब से स्कीम्स निकाली
यार, गवर्नमेंट की बात भी है। मैं तुम्हें एक साथ सच बताऊं ना, और इसमें सारी बात होती है,
पढ़े लिखे
लोग हैं, एजुकेशन,
तो सफाई साफ सफाई बढ़ती जा रही है।
वजह से वो उनको अपना ख्याल है कि हमने ये चीज कहाँ फेंकनी है,
हमारा अपना सिटी है तो ख्याल रखना है,
ये ख्याल करना पड़ता है।
आपका क्या कहना है गाइस, अपने कमेंट सेक्शन में दें। तेरी वीडियो खत्म करते हैं, अपना बहुत ज्यादा ख्याल रखना। तो यार बाय।